Hello and welcome to BusyWorksBeats.com. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make drill melodies right inside of FL Studio using free tools like Labs and Kilohertz Essentials plugins. If you don't know me, I'm Game from BusyWorksBeats.com. We trained over 1 million producers around the world, so I'm going to work with Drake, Kanye West, Post Malone, Ariana Grande, French Montana, Young Thug, Polo G, Lil Baby, Trippie Redd, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, and a long list of other artists I keep forgetting about every single time. So if you didn't know, Labs got an update. Just click on the free tab here and just go through the instruments you guys want. And we're going to start with some kind of choir. So I picked I believe it was the Micah's Choir. And then I'm on the one called the Choir. Or excuse me, Choir Long. One of these daggone choirs. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's on Choir. Here it is, Long. So what we're going to do here is go to piano. And we're at 144 BPM. Let's start writing in lower octaves here to start what we call a contrast. So let's see how low we can go. So we can only go as low as the D4 octave. We're going to copy this note, go up a half step. Drill's all about the half step movement. Let's copy it over again. Then it repeats. Now you may ask, okay, where do you go? You want closure, you want to feel like you're transitioning. We could do this musically by taking this last note, pulling it down 5 notes or 7 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's hear this. To me, that sounds good, but we could also pull it down 2 more notes. Okay, so I'm going to pull it up. So it's 5 notes. So now let's layer this sound with another sound here. I believe this is our piano. So it's the soft piano, but there's different pianos here. We have soft piano. Just download as many as you guys have. I'm not going to sit here and go through every sound in Labs, but they definitely had a great update to it for sure. Okay, and then we have cellos that we want in our sound. So that's the 3 layers. There's top line, you have a harmony layer, a contrast layer, okay, and then you have a rhythm section. Those are your 4 layers to your melody. So right now we have a contrast layer. It's a low frequency, slow, kind of bass level thing. Now let's add the piano. Okay, let's do the same exact thing. Let's copy those notes, paste them in. And let's pull this up 2 octaves so that the top line is separated frequency-wise from the lower frequencies. And I'll show you guys a quick way. So you may ask, okay, which note do you go to next? We can copy this note and simply go up 7 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we can go up 1 note. This is called a sharp 5th. So we're going up 7 notes, and then we're just going up the half step. And then now we can start at the root note and go up 5 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's called the perfect 4th. We can literally repeat this because it always works. Let's grab that slice tool, slice the ending here. Now at the end here, instead of dun, dun, we're going to go down from where we were. 7 notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That will conclude that. Okay, so the number 7 is very important with melodies. Now let's use this script here in the piano roll. You have to download this from the Image Line forums. It's called Remove Overlaps. That for long notes like this, you guys have to make sure you're not overlapping notes or else it will cut the note off. Okay, so we have really a rhythm. We have rhythm. This is forming a harmony. And it's in the higher frequency, so we can call this a top line. So we finished out all the things that we need for a melody. And we can layer stuff over top of this. Let's use Labs. Let's see if we could pull up a cello type sound. You could also use Flex for this reason, but let's start here with the cello. Okay, so I don't know what these mean. D minor. I don't know if these are like phrases or what. Okay, so we're going to start here. And what we could do is just animate some of the low end. But here's where you got to be careful with the cello. And I copied the wrong pattern in here. So with the cello, we're doing pretty much the same thing we're doing. We're doing the same thing with the cello, as we're doing with the choir. I don't know the proper grammar on that one. That was terrible grammar. The choir and the cello are doing the same thing. The question is, what can we do with the cello to make it sound a little bit different? Really, we don't need it to sound different, but if we wanted it to, we could do octaves. But see, this doesn't sample that high, so let's hit Control down. Now, because the sound takes a while to build up, you can't even hear that octave unless it's played for a certain amount of time. Still hard to hear. So this is an accent I can barely hear, but it's there. We're just filling out that sound. And FL Studio has the cello and the Flex plugin. If you go to the Get tab, go to Essential Packs, go to Essential Strings, and then look for the cello here. So if you want that kind of cinematic. So now we're adding a contrast. That was the wrong note. Yeah, definitely. Let's just redo that one. So it's all about the half step. Notice I'm not starting on the downbeat. I have to fix that note at the end. This is more of a responsive sound than it is like a sound that's moving the track. It's more of a reaction. Okay, so we can bring that in over time. Now that we have everything, let's hit Control L. Now we're going to get into the sauce here. Let's highlight all these, right click, route to this track only. Now that we have everything in a group, we can open up the Kilohertz plugins. Now these are my favorite. Let's use the pitch shifter. This is one of my favorites. We're going to pitch it down 3 semitones. This is like where I usually start. And because we have all these sounds going into this one channel, they're all affected. Now it's super dark. We really don't need to touch it beyond this. I think a lot of people overly process. But let's open up another reverb here using the Kilohertz reverb. You could use any stock reverb. I'm just using Kilohertz for now. Create a long decay curvature, and then we're going to send the group over to the reverb. So now it feels cinematic. And then we can open up gross beat. This is my own custom. So if you see this anywhere else, they took it from me. Go to gross beat, preset, momentary, half speed. And then we're going to pull down the time mix level here. So now it's going to create a reverb plus a half-timed reverb. It creates a really dark sound. Let's also mess with the Kilohertz reverser. That's a really good plugin. And then from here, we could just mess with that pitch shifter to try out different styles and keys. All right, I don't want to blow up the computer with too much processing, but we can also use, what is this here? Let's close all plugins. There we go. And we can also use the crystallizer. for like adding more grain. This is the like final touch, especially for like trappy stuff. This would be the plugin for you guys. It's a paid plugin though. So let's modulate that over time so that the melody kind of evolves over time. So shout out to Sound Toys, one of my favorite mixing plugins there for sound design. Let's go to song mode here. Now let's just vibe out to a gray FL Studio logo. All right, there's the sauce for you guys. If you want to learn more about sound design and melodies, go to busyworksbeats.com/premium to join now for free. It's a 14-day free trial, but we have over 68 music production courses that teach everything from music theory to mixing to sound design to marketing even. There's a lot of stuff there. Just go to busyworksbeats.com/premium. It's built for music producers. All right, guys, peace. Subscribe if you're new.